Welcome back, everyone, to the GGBL. Opening day across the Goldglover Baseball League. Season 3 is underway. 2025. Can you guys believe that? We've crowned 2 champions in this league so far, and honestly looking forward to Season 3 to see how it's all going to shape out. But we got Game 1s underway here today. Part 1 today, Part 2 tomorrow, and Part 3 on Wednesday. So you got 3 straight days of GGBL opening day action. We're going to kick it off here with Oklahoma City against Minnesota. 2 teams that are hoping to have a better season, right? OKC obviously have been pretty competitive in the last 2 years, trying to vie for the first postseason appearance in GGBL play in this series. They haven't made it yet. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're just trying to get to 500 level of baseball. Honestly, they're just trying to be competitive in the AL Central. They haven't played to that caliber in 2 straight seasons. So just improvement, overall improvements where they need to get to in this season. That's what we want to see. Little baby steps forward after a couple coaching changes as well. So after Brandon Catfish leads him off with a base hit, 2 straight stolen bases, gets in a nice spot, third base with 1 out. Karev's going to drive him in with a sac fly. Let's go top of the 3rd. We got Leslie Saunders right past the left fielder, diving for it all the way to the wall. 2 RBI double. Everybody's pumped up in the dugout, taking that lead back. Now let's go bottom 3rd. Karev with runners on. Had the hit and run going. It wasn't even that hard of a ball that was hit, but Karev's going to knock in a run here to tie the game up. Nice response by the Cyclones in the bottom half of the 3rd. Meanwhile, they're not done yet. Braden Leroy, one of the home run leaders last season, hit 40-plus home runs. Home run derby champ. One of the MVPs, actually, believe the MVP of the GGC for the North American squad, is going to ground out here. So let's jump now to Minnesota's next at-bat here. Connor Slater does get strikeout. He's going to get a fly ball there, and that's the end of the threat for the Minnesota Jacks. Let's go bottom 4. 2-2 pitch here. Fly ball out there to left field. David Gonzalez looks like he's got that one. He's tracking it. He's got it in foul ground. So both squads kind of trading blows a little bit, and they will for the majority of the game. We're going to go to the top of the 9th here. 3-2 pitch with 2 down. Abram Grandstaff, deep fly ball to left field. That baby is gone. Minnesota will take the lead back. 3-2. Watch out for Minnesota, guys. Just saying. Late in the game here, they got a lead against a pretty decent opponent. A playoff caliber team. Have they made it? No, but they're playoff caliber in OKC. So they got a lead, guys. They got a lead. They need 3 more outs. They need Sergio Tapia to come through, but Grandstaff, guy who hit the home run, is going to toss this thing back into second. Hold Ray Knowles to a single. So the game-tying run is at first. The game-winning run is at the plate, but Simeon Karev, with the speed, he was looking for a sacrifice. He'll take the base hit, though. He is the game-winning run. That's what he represents now. Braden Leroy's walk doesn't mean much at this point, but it is bases loaded. Everybody's just 90 feet closer, so Berger stepping up to the plate here with nobody down. Ground ball, double play opportunity. The run will score, and Berger is out. Wow, dude, that changes some things, man. That changes some things. If he's safe, I mean, it's close play, but if he's safe, now you have to force a ground ball and get that double play. You got to twist it. You can't have a sac fly. I mean, the winning run's at 3rd at that point, so that's a huge double play. Ground ball here, hot shot to Jamie Lane, and he is going to botch it. Oh, no! He underthrows the first baseman, Louis Patel, and the game is over. It's a walk-off error. The Minnesota Jacks jacked it up. Oh, my God. I'm coining the phrase, guys. This team just finds every which way to screw it up. They had 1 more out to get, and would go to extra innings. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't get it done. 2 runs score in the inning in the bottom half of the 9th, and that's it. They walk it off. Great job by OKC just to keep hanging in there. Just outlast Minnesota. Just keep throwing punches, and eventually some of them are going to land, and they'll jack it up eventually. Connor Slater, quality start. 6 innings, 2 earned, 6 strikeouts. Had himself a solid performance, but unfortunately did not get the win. But It's okay. Especially when you kept your team in the ballgame as long as he did. So, hats off to Mr. Connor Slater. Let's take a look here at the next matchup. We got a little interleague action going on. NL East, Miami Moonshots heading out to AL West, Las Vegas Nuggets. We got a good pitching matchup here. Rick White against Joe Cheltenham. And we're going to jump here to the bottom of the first. We got the leadoff man, Tyron Rex, is on after a leadoff walk. Next pitch, literally the next pitch after the walk, PJ Sparbory can't handle it, and it's going to be labeled as a wild pitch. So scorer registers that as a wild pitch. Unfortunately, that goes against Rick White. They will get De La Cruz out, but next batter up is Thacker. First pitch of the at-bat is a strike, but Tyron Rex finds a way to steal third base. Next pitch, Thacker, ground ball, hard hit to third. That's going to score a run. So Tyron Rex did most of the work just to get that run home. But it is a 1-0 lead there for their ace, Joe Cheltenham. Next inning, top two, PJ Sparbory, the catcher. Home run, solo variety. Okay, all right. Have a little response, yeah? He feels like he cost them that run. The wild pitch, letting Rex get the second. Then you got the stolen base to third. That got him the run, man. So Sparbory able to respond a little bit here. It's good to see. Bottom two, Jonas Santos, the 8-hole hitter, drives home another run for Vegas. That one just went right past Carl Portillo, the third baseman. Look at this. You got to have that, dude. You got to get in front of it. So the defense is kind of costing Rick White some runs here. You know, he's feeling like he's left alone on an island out there. But top of the fourth, Javon Brown, a full count pitch, deep drive to right field. That it's going to go all the way to the wall. It's going to score a bunch of runs. At least a couple. Yeah? 2 runs? No. 1 run. Wow. I think you should have more runs up on the board after that. There you go. There you go. Portillo comes up big time with a 3-run shot to make up for his own error. And the errors on the base path, those guys come in too, okay? So, hey, Miami at least coming through with the bats when the gloves have failed them, right? So let's go bottom 5. We got a bunt attempt here by Tyron Rex with 2 outs, and Portillo overthrows Timothy Pierce, the big first baseman. How do you do that? But Tyron Rex is going to get to third base. A Little League triple for Tyron Rex. And now it's going to come down to if Vegas can capitalize on the error. That's number 2 for Portillo at third base. De La Cruz, can you come through now? A little pop-up to second base. That's Ira Weeks. He's got it. And that's the final out of the 5th inning. So unfortunately for Vegas, they can't capitalize on more errors by the Moonshots. Let's go top 6. Javon Brown, again, comes through with another RBI. This time he knocks himself in. It's a solo shot. They're going to hold on to that 6-2 lead going into the bottom of the 9th, guys. It's a 4-run deficit for the Nuggets. Can they make a comeback? Can they send the fans home happy? We're going to find out. 3-2 pitch here. Joe Warren, deep drive to left field. That baby's gone. They're inching a little bit closer. It's 6-3. Another base hit. Maybe another one. 2 back-to-back knocks. Maybe a walk here and there somewhere. Big-time home run. Maybe a grand slam. I'm just playing it out of my head, guys. They're not dead, basically. They're not dead yet. We've got Mac Perez coming on the mound here. He blew 8 saves last season. So they're not dead. They're completely not dead. Johnny Aiken doing his best Carlton Fisk. Asking the baseball to hold on just a little bit longer. Curve right inside that foul pole. It's a back-to-back jack for the Nuggets. 2 straight home runs. And they're still in it. It's 6-4, guys. Take a look at this. Just snuck inside the foul pole. And there's still nobody down. Now, Cortez going to draw a walk. 7-hole hitter. Darren Dyer, the second baseman, is going to take this pitch low and inside. He says it's low. Umpire, he thinks he missed the call. Santos, base knock to center field. We got now runners on the corners with 1 out. And Terrence Fletcher up to bat. It's a ground ball right past Pierce, the diving first baseman. It's going to knock the run home. It is 6-5. with 1 out. 2 men on. Winning run is at first base. And we're going to turn the lineup over now. Miami's going to make a change. The save wasn't blown, but Matt Perez is really darn close to doing that. Right? So it's going to come up to Pineda. Pineda does strike out Tyron Rex. It was a huge batter to get. But now you got to get 2-3 if you get there. De La Cruz, 0-1 pitch. Fly ball to center field, and that's going to be caught. Miami will survive the little push by Vegas. They came back from 4 runs down to get it to 1. 1-run loss. And unfortunately, it was just a little too late for the Las Vegas Nuggets. Miami holds on. They get it done here on the road to start off the season. So a little bit of an upset, I think. We'll see how the rest of the series goes. I'd like to see if Vegas is going to respond, and are they going to win the next 2 games and win that series. That would be big for their momentum. Like if you're in that locker room, you're in that dugout, you can't lose to a team like Miami. It's 1 loss out of 162 games. Like, I get it, but like from a realistic perspective, if you lose that game, if you lose that series, all the pageantry of opening day and whatnot, like, it doesn't really get you off on the right foot. Let's just put it that way. It's a long season, a lot of things can happen, but it doesn't get you started off right. Anyway, we got 2 more AL West teams here playing against each other. We've seen OKC, we've seen Las Vegas, and now we get 2 other teams, Phoenix and San Antonio. So basically, this episode's been the AL West show, it seems like. This is a cool matchup because we've got, again, 2 teams that were vying for the postseason that played well last year. And they got 2 really good pitchers here. Rico Ramos Jr., he's, again, trying to find himself. He's got all the tools and all the makings of a good pitcher. But then on the other end, you've got another big-time veteran in this GGBL, Humberto Feliz. He's in a little bit of trouble here in the top of the 4th inning with 1 down. Bases are juiced. And Diego Jimenez actually been acquired from the Chicago Breeze in last season's trade deadline. If you guys remember that, he was looking for some playing time. He's getting it out here in Phoenix and delivers with the game's first run. So still top 4. Burnside. Oh, nice job. Way to stay with it. Don't panic. Able to make the good throw there to third base. Going to get the big first baseman, Kevin Stoitz. I think he felt pressure from the runner behind him because there's no reason that he should have gone. Absolutely not. Especially considering Burnside's a good catcher and you're just a slow first baseman. There's no reason to do it. So let's go top 5, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch, and Avalos splits the outfielders. He's going to run all the way to third base here. A 2-out triple for the Firebirds. And they're back in business here. 90 feet closer to get another run. That's a base hit here for the designated hitter, Owen McCallum, the 2-hole hitter. Maybe that's going to give enough insurance for Rico Ramos Jr. Got a 2-run lead. We got 4 innings left to play, guys. I think that should be enough, but let's jump to the bottom of the 5th. Maybe not. Maybe this isn't going to be enough runs for Rico. Gives up a base hit, a little cheapy to the 9-hole hitter, Chad Lockett. Run's going to score. It is now 2-1. Uh-oh. Rico's in the jam. Full count pitch here coming up to the leadoff hitter, Cleet Braxton. High and inside, 2-seam fastball. He got him to swing right through it. Rico shuts the door on the Bandits, and he's all pumped up. Whew. Game could have gotten out of hand there a little bit, but we're going to jump to the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 down, full count pitch to Casilla, and he gives up a walk. So now, again, Rico, he shows flashes of dominance, and then he shows flashes of this. This is disaster, Rico Ramos. You got to stop him. You got to hold him. Ground ball here. Cannon over to Carrasco. Back over to first base. Double play is turned. And the Firebirds will hold on. Whew, they survive. And I think they got a little lucky bounce right there off of the mound. Able to get Colton Cannon just enough time to react to that. Great double play. Good job, guys. So let's jump to the top of the 9th here as Michael Ruth is going deep. That ball is gone. Solo shot here for the Firebirds. It's now 3-1. They've extended the lead. At least they get 1 run back, right? The 1 run that San Antonio got, at least they get it back here. So full count pitch now to Chuck Storm, the catcher. He'll draw a walk. And that's going to send up the second baseman here, Carrasco. And he goes deep. He likes to play long ball too. It's now 5-1 Phoenix. They really put the hammer down, guys, in the 9th inning. The solo shot from Ruth, the 2-run homer there for Carrasco. This game is over. Ijaz actually had to come in and get this final out. So San Antonio had a little bit of a push there with Phoenix's back into the bullpen. Ijaz comes in, gets a third of an inning pitched with the knuckleball. Yes, the knuckleball. We got a ton of knuckleballers here in this league, I guess. But good job by Phoenix just to hold on. They had some good pitching from Rico. Yeah, I got him in a little bit of some jams there, but he was able to work himself out of it. Other than that, I think it was a complete effort by the Firebirds here today. Again, 1 game out of 162. We'll have to see how they're going to keep that momentum rolling through the next couple of months, see if they're actually a legitimate playoff team this season. For San Antonio, they only had 2 guys that had multi-hit games. Everybody else just really no juice today, and this offense is going to need that. You know, this is a team that's predicated on pitching and defense, a little speed mixed in there too. They're going to need some offensive boost to help them push to the postseason this year, I think. All right, guys, let's go to the champs. Opening day in Colorado. Things are starting off pretty good here against Wisconsin. Strikeout there for Satchel Michaels. It's a very important season for him as far as pitching goes. We know that his offense is one of the best in the game, but pitching-wise, he's got to limit the walks. He's got to limit the hits. He's got to limit the runs because he had a big problem with that in the first half of the season last year, and it looks like he's got the one out there with the strikeout, but ever since then, starting to get a little shaky again. That's 3 straight walks to Wisconsin hitters. And now in a 2-0 pitch to the best hitter on the team, Aiden Oliver. Deep drive to center field. And we know in Colorado that thing's going to carry, but Novoa is there at the track to make the grab. Runner from second will go to third. And it's still dire straits here for Colorado because you got the 29 home run hitter, Jimbo Crawford, rookie last season. 1-0 pitch, inside fastball that he turns on. Ground ball, base hit. That's going to score another run for Wisconsin, man. They're up now 2-0 in the first inning. And they're not out of the woodwork yet. Ugh. Colorado, the champs, are getting schooled right now. Satchel will bounce back and get a strikeout here on Souza Barbosa. And that'll be the end of the inning. But the damage was done, so 2-0 game now. We're going to turn it now over here to Casey Brown's appearance in gameplay here. We've seen him a couple times. But as we know about him, he's not a strikeout guy. He's just going to come right at you. He's going to try to make you put the ball in play, which is exactly what rookie here, Emile Dufour-Laponte, is going to do. First pitch swinging, first base hit of his GGBL career. That's one way to get started. Be aggressive, young lad. Be aggressive. Base knock here. He's taken over the shortstop position over Julian Lorenz, by the way. Things could change throughout the regular season. We know how this goes. Rookie could be hitting about 220. Then you got to plug in the vet. 0-2 pitch here to CC Chavez. He's going to cut on and miss, and that is strikeout number 1 for Casey Brown. 0-2 pitch here to Neptune St. Clair. High and inside. That's the one place I think you can beat St. Clair, but it's got to be inside. You can't be leaking across the middle part of the plate. Full count pitch here to Satchel Michaels, and he will draw a walk. So Casey's in a little bit of a jam right now here in the first inning. Paxton Burnside, ground ball to shortstop. Dallas Splits will make the play, and the inning is over. So Colorado had a chance to do some damage on Wisconsin. They can't get it done. Take a look at this rookie here. Michael Estrada. Remember that name. This dude's a rookie, and he just went ballistic on Satchel Michaels. Solo shot 462 for your first ever career GGBL hit. And it goes for his first ever GGBL home run. 110 on the exit velo, and it's a beautiful swing. I tell you what, Michael Estrada might be a dude. Because in the 4th inning, it's still a 3-0 game. He's going to go deep again, but this time off the base of the wall. One hopper. It's a triple. This dude has a home run and a triple in his first 2 professional at-bats. He's 2 for 2. I mean, that stance, that swing, this dude might be a player. I'm just saying. Just keep your eye out for him. Satchel Michaels will be relieved of his duties after that knock. He will stay in to be the designated hitter. Just a little FYI. Jackie Schreiber's coming on. Had a decent whip, but that ERA was a little inflated, mostly due to his time in Philadelphia. So we'll see if he can get out of a jam here created by Satchel with that triple from Estrada. And he does just that. So Schreiber comes through. Still going to remain 3-0 game here. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth. Casey Brown is still out there. Josh Adams swung on and missed. Fifth strikeout for Casey Brown. 2-2 pitch to Hamby. He's going to get him to strike out as well. Another fastball. That's number 6. 0-2 pitch. Emil checks his swing. First base ump says he went, so the rookie did not get the benefit of the doubt. 3 strikeouts in the inning. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th inning. CC Chavez cannot figure out Casey Brown. That is number 8. This is not a strikeout pitcher, guys. The dude had like 136 Ks all year long, but he was available in your fantasy game. I don't know if anybody picked him, but he was available. Just saying, he might have a breakout caliber season. So 2 outs here, and that's a walk to Neptune St. Clair. Now you got to go get Satchel Michaels in a 3-2, just outside and low, just off the plate. And I think after that overthrow and then add in the 2 walks, I think it was time. About 95, 96 pitches there for Casey Brown. His day is done. Wisconsin's going to go to the bullpen. So it's Abraham Carlton, 4.84 with a 1.42, 127 strikeouts, 73 walks. The guy does have some control problems by the looks of it, but he does get out of the jam here. Paxton Burnside, yet again, cannot come through in the clutch. He's had a couple moments here so far. Can't come through. Still scoreless for Colorado. Meanwhile, top 7. This dude's insane. Michael Estrada going all the way to the wall. He's rounding second. He's headed for third. Adams' throw is going to come into home. It's a nobody out triple. It's a leadoff triple. This dude's got 2 triples and a solo home run. It's ridiculous. It's insanity. He might be on pace now at this point, through 162 games, to reach double digits in triples. Crazy. So Schreiber's got to settle it down here. Now he's created his own jam. He came in a jam last time we saw him. Now he's created his own jam. 2 strikeouts, make it 3. He gets out of that jam. So again, Estrada has been a thorn in Colorado's side, but they figure it. They figure the rest of the Wisconsin Maple team out here, and they get it done. They get out of the inning. So bottom 8, Satchel Michaels, deep drive out there to left center off the wall, and scoring a run. So Colorado, they finally get on the board, thanks to Satchel Michaels, their big power hitter. 0-2 pitch here to, again, Paxton Burnside. Now the runner in scoring position, and he cannot cash him in. So top 9th, Michael Estrada. Ground ball, base hit, maybe. Emil, what a great play. Look at the rookie go. Shades of Derek Jeter already, an opening day for the Rook. Okay, this guy, he can hit a little bit. He's got some speed. Can play a little defense, too. I like me some Emile. Dufour, Lapointe. Might be Lapointe. Either way, it doesn't matter. Bottom 9th, 0-2 pitch here. Jamie Kapatic, no relation to Franz Kapatic for Boston, by the way. Colorado's got to get something moving here on the base paths. They got to get some knocks. They got to get some walks. They need base runners. Josh Adams is going to strike out. Line drive there to Jimbo. He will make the catch, and the game is over. Wisconsin goes on the road and gets a opening day victory. What's up with all the road teams here in part number 1 today? Getting all the wins. Out of the 4 games that we've shown so far, 3 have all been road teams to get victories. We had Miami, Wisconsin, and Phoenix beating San Antonio. The only team that's been home to win their opening day game so far has been Oklahoma City. It's just kind of weird, right? But as we turn our attention, now that we've gotten the champs to lose their game against Wisconsin, we're moving on now to Richmond and Philadelphia. And I got a little storyline here for you for Philadelphia. And Pittsburgh, too, if you want to throw their hat in the ring. So, of course, they play in Pennsylvania. It's a 2-team state. They've got Pittsburgh, the Hammers, and the Philadelphia Flight. The commissioner has confirmed the rumors. If the Flight or the Hammers don't play above 500 or above 500, they're going to be relocated to a respective city that makes sense geographically for their division. So we got AL East or NL East. So that's the storyline at play. So Philadelphia's got a lot of pressure heading into opening day. It's where most teams look at that like a rejuvenation, a fresh start. they get James Monroe staring them down. They could go 0-1 to start the season. So this is, it's a little rattling. It's a little rattling, of course. But hey, they don't seem too scared. They had an early strikeout here, but now they got a base hit. Now you got runner in motion. You got a little hit and run, a little bloop single, Texas Leaguer style. And Cash Fortuna's on first base. Now you got some traffic going up against big old James Monroe. And now Dominic Coe. Team Pacifica, all-star, guys, in the GGC. Base hits. Brady Dunn's got to go all the way to the wall to grab this thing. It is 2-0 Philadelphia with still 1 out. It's a 2 RBI triple for Dominic Coe. The dude just stays hot. And he loves going the other way. Just one spot that you can't pitch him is low and away. Actually, anything outside. Just don't throw that to him. Monroe's going to walk the next batter here. Castro, he's going to strike out. Strikeout number 2. Okay. So the Richmond good boys, I got 2 outs here. But another walk. This isn't good. It's bases juiced with 2 outs. Gutierrez is up. Line drive, but caught by the shortstop, Darius Wilson. Man, Philly's coming out with a little fire. You love to see that from a team that's being doubted around the league, being doubted by their fans, being doubted by the commissioner as well, that they could possibly get moved. But let's now turn our attention here to Miguel Ramos. No relation to Rico Ramos. He's a left-handed pitcher there for Philly. He's their best guy. But Kingston Mondesser is going to say, that's okay. We're not scared of you either. You're not scared of James. We're not scared of you. Base hit for Mondesser. Base hit for Brady Dunn. Kind of a cheapo one, but we'll take it. Oh, pitch here to Vic Flutie, hitting in the 3-hole. That's a deep drive. That is gone. Good boys. They were down early. They make up for it all with one swing of the bat. Vic Flutie, man. 3-run shot, 429. Thing was long gone. I mean, that's a beautiful pitch to hit. I mean, it was right there, dead center cut. You got to go for it, man. You got to do some damage. Now, Dominic Coe comes up in the top of the 3rd, and he's going to go deep. What is with this guy? 406 the other way off of James Monroe. James Monroe has not given up like 4 runs in gameplay, maybe ever. Like, I'm thinking back to like the Gold Series. I know he wasn't that bad in the Gold Series, definitely. And then even in some of the regular season, like the live stream games, I don't think he's ever been that bad. But he does settle it down. He gets a strikeout here. And let's turn our attention now to the bottom of the 4th inning. Chris Addison's got a chance, but Ramos sets him down on strikes. Now, top 5th. 85 pitches upcoming for Monroe in the top of the 5th. With nobody down, by the way. So Billy Broadway steps in, and he misses high. He misses high and out. And that, my friends, is going to do it, actually, for James Monroe. It's opening day. You can't get that pitch count too high, and that's what manager says, man. He comes out there and says, James, I can't keep you out here, bud. We got to do something here. Let's get you out of the game. Cash Fortuna comes up next. He draws Cesar Silva, the left-hander. So Cash, being a switch hitter, he switches it around, bats right-handed, gets a base knock. Dominic Coe, ground ball here to Flutie. Should be 2, but speed down the line. Now we got runners on the corner still with 1 out. That's okay. You can draw another double play ball here. I think I like that. Here's Briley popping up. Second base, that's Scott Gonzalez. We will take that. Good job by Silva to settle this thing down. You need 1 more out here. Castro, deep fly ball, but speedy center fielder Kingston Mondesser is there. We're going to go to the bottom of the 5th with some damage in mind. 2-2 here to Ricky Holman. Can't find it. Catcher can't find it. He's going to advance the runners up 90 feet. So, Ricky, you're in a clutch spot here, man. Come on, let's come through against the left-hander. Can't do it. Stared the slider right down the middle. Stared it down. Oh, man, you got to pull the trigger. It's right there, dude. Come on, Ricky. So that brings up Logan Boucher. He's about a 90 contact hitter against left-handers, and he can't get it done. Third baseman will make the play. Philadelphia shuts down the good boys' little threat right there in the 5th inning. Let's jump here to the top of the 6th, and Gutierrez with a man on base. That's a 2-run home run. It's into the drink. Philly staking that lead out now to 6-3. That's Gregorio Gutierrez's first GGBL career home run. Ouch! Not a time you wanted to do that. Well, let's jump to the bottom of the 7th, guys. It's a 6-3 game, and we have a walk. Vic Flutie draws a walk, which means that Ricky Hoberman gets another chance at redemption after staring that slider down for strike 3. He's going to get Preston Traxler in a 2-1 pitch, righty on righty. Hoberman ground ball, should be a double play, but no! Everybody's safe. Had to dive for it, had to make a play, but it was perfectly placed by Ricky. And now CPU manager says, I want the lefty against the righty here. I don't want Logan Boucher. I want Yuki Okada. Line drive. Oh. Dominic Coe will make the catch, but man, that would have been huge for the rookie. A rookie of our own. Yuki Okada to come up in a big spot for a base hit. You like the matchup there, lefty on righty. But now we get Darius Wilson. Line drive, base hit. Should definitely tie the game. 6-5, 6-6. It's all tied up. Good boys coming through in the clutch. Late inning heroics by Darius Wilson. Take one more look at this. Listen to the sound off the bat. Love that. Right over the umpire's head, too. Watch out. Darius had death in his eyes, it seemed like. He was trying to kill the baseball. He could have killed someone else in the field. Scott Gonzalez was hot in the postseason. Not so much here. Would have been really huge if he could have come through in that spot, but that's okay. All right, so Gutierrez trying to go opposite field. Seemed wide open out there with Brady Dunn. Kind of shading towards second base a little bit, but he will make the catch. Philly will go to the bullpen here with Alfredo Freitas, and that's a right-hander. CPU's also going to pinch hit for Cristobal Reyes. Deep drive by Reyes. It's going to be over the head of the left fielder. That's Billy Broadway. Reyes is on with a two-bagger with nobody down. That's a clutch moment for the veteran outfielder. Chris Addison, base hit up the middle. Here comes Reyes. The throw from Cash Fortuna is on the money. Woo. If it was just a little bit to the left side, I think he might have gotten Cristobal. But the lead is now ours. Richmond comes through thanks to the Chris Addison base hit. Mondesir will come through. They're going to tack on some more. It's 8-6 Richmond in the bottom of the 8th. And what a time to take the lead. Because now you go top 9, you shut it down, you finish it. So Brady Dunn's up now. 0-1 pitch to first baseman. Ground ball. Should be a double play. But Brady Dunn continues to be one of the most luckiest SOBs in this league. First baseman just overthrows the second baseman. Error. E3. And now Richmond's still looking to tack on more runs. How do we do that? And of course, Kingston's like, yeah, I'll be around second, head for third. Heck yeah. So that sets up Vic Flutie here against Sandy Gamble. Can Vic Flutie come through in a 1-2 pitch? He is going to strike out. Unfortunately, that's a good slider. 84 miles an hour. And now Ricky Hoberman comes up with a base empty. Probably pretty smart to do it. You can go 4. You can just turn the double play. But now you get Yuki Okada comes up against the right-hander. That's a base hit. Run will score. In fact, 2 runs will score. Mondesir and Brady Dunn are home. And that, my friends, is Okada's first ever GGBL base hit and RBI. Awesome scenes right there if you're a Richmond Good Boy fan. And guys, that is all that Richmond will get. I say that tongue-in-cheek, right? It was 6-6. We got 4 runs tacked on. It is now 10-6. Heading into the top of the 9th inning, but uh-oh. Javier Perez goes deep off of Tom Kim in a 3-2 pitch. All we need is 2 outs, guys. Let's just not overcomplicate this, okay? You just need 2 outs. That's all we need. Let's just get in and get out of here, right? Let's get out of here with a victory. Uh-oh. Billy Broadway. Deep drive, but Reyes is there. He'll make the catch. All right. 1 more out. That's all we need. Down by 3. And we're going to make the change. Jose Navarre's out. He's only blown 2 saves at a .93 whip. He's got Cash Fortuna to go get. Ground ball here to Vic Flutie. He fires it over to first base. Ricky is playing first today, by the way. And I think that saved him an out. I don't think Ricky gets there. Those old creaky knees for the wily veteran there, Ricky Hoberman. But Vic Flutie makes the play, and the game is over. 10-7 victory there for Richmond. Unfortunately for Philadelphia, I mean, they gave us everything that they had today. I mean, they let us have it. 7 runs on our pitching staff, that's kind of unheard of, really. So, tip of the cap there to Philadelphia, but their bullpen really blew it. You got Freitas with the 4 runs scored, the 3 earned, and our offense came to play, too. Darius Wilson had 2 hits. You had Kingston with 3 hits, so he had a multi-hit game. Vic Flutie, obviously the big driver of our offense today with a 3-run shot. And the double there by Cristobal Reyes kind of set the tone for the comeback a little bit. So, hey, Yuki Okada, too, had 2 RBIs with his first ever GGBL knock. So, guys, that's it for part number 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow night with part 3 finale of opening day happening on Wednesday. So, all at 9 o'clock. This one posted a little late, but going to try to shoot for 9 o'clock for both premieres for part 2 and part 3. So guys, leave a like if you like this thing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.